Hello everybody, welcome back to a new video. Today we are doing the NFL Week 12 predictions. We're getting to the point where the playoffs are going to be soon arriving, I should say. And my team probably won't make it because our defense sucks. But we'll get into that when they play. Usually don't talk about bye week teams on what they did, like I've always kept it like. And honestly, we're just going to get straight into this. We're starting off with Thursday Night Football. Oh, jeez. You got the Steelers at Browns. This is going to be ugly. The Steelers. Chris Boswell is their whole offense. No, seriously. They beat the Ravens with just their kicker. And the Steelers are just a weird football team. Russell Wilson just doing good out of nowhere. Even though he did... I know a lot of people jumped straight off rip with him when they missed the playoffs in Denver. They all expected him to miss or make the playoffs. But let's be honest, they didn't have all the pieces right there for him. And if Russell Wilson is back to Russell Wilson form, this is a dangerous Steelers team. Still looking for another offensive weapon, though, for them. I still think they are in need of another weapon to keep them in this. The Browns, on the other hand, they were kept it close with the Saints. Jameis Winston didn't play a terrible game until the fourth quarter, where their defense finally collapsed. And the Browns, they're not a good football team. A lot of things going on in Cleveland, like every year. Give me the Steelers to win here, 13-31. This should be an easy win for them. Now, it could be ugly if the Browns defense plays good, because maybe it's a lower scoring game, because both these defenses are known for playing good, but the Browns defense kind of fell off. I mean, what's the point of playing defense if your offense ain't going to put up points? So, there's that, and your season is already in drought. So, yeah, the Browns are pretty cooked. Next game, you got the Vikings at Chicago Bears. The Vikings, they beat the Titans a little bit closer than expected, but they still got the win. Jordan Addison pulled off a huge touchdown. That's all I've heard of from the Vikings. And Sam Darnold looked much better than what he did when he was in Jacksonville, because that was tragic. That was pretty tragic. And yeah, the Vikings, they're looking like one of the better teams in the NFC as well. Obviously, getting better week to week. At least capitalizing on games. It's all that matters until postseason. We'll see how long they keep it up for. Meanwhile, Chicago, they should have beat the Packers, man. A blocked field goal to lose the game. They lost in Broncos style, like they did against the Chiefs. And the Bears, I picked them last week, and I'm doing it again. The reason why I'm taking the Bears here is because I feel like the Vikings, this is such a feisty division. I feel like all these teams have potential to be good. Obviously, the Packers, Vikings, and Lions are already good. And the Bears, they're still trying to figure it out on offense. Obviously having Matt Eberflus still there, which is probably not the smartest thing. We'll say Caleb Williams, he looked a bit better against the Packers. Should have won that game. Packers and Vikings, there's kind of no difference there, other than Sam Darnold versus Jordan Love. But I'm going to take the Bears here. I think their defense maybe be able to pull off something, maybe a turnover on Sam Darnold. This Bears defense has always been good this year, limiting a lot of those points. I'm going to take the Bears here. They're probably going to upset me again, but this is my upset probably for the week. I'm going to take the Bears 24-21 in that one. Next game, you got Lions at Colts. The Lions, do we got to talk about them? Yeah, they just decimated the Jaguars. They weren't toying around with them like they did with the Vikings game, or what the Vikings did. I mean, that was just brutal. I mean, even Hendon Hooker was helping out with some of that, and it was crazy. Yeah, the Lions, they're definitely Super Bowl favorites at this point. They've got to be. I mean, they're definitely better than the Chiefs, Ravens, and all those teams. I really think the Lions are that team this year. And taking on the Colts, they put Anthony Richardson back in. He came up clutch for them, it looks like. They beat the Jets. And, hey, Indianapolis, you got the win. All that matters. taking a look at this game, I was originally thinking about making it a really, really close game. Potentially Colts winning it. I just don't see it. The Lions have been so dominant for the past few weeks. Give me the Lions in a little bit of a closer game, maybe. Limit a lot of those points that they've been scoring. They're still gonna score a lot of points. I mean, there's no doubt about that. Gonna take the Lions though. Gonna take them 27-17. Next game you got the Patriots and Dolphins. This could be a sneaky game here. The Patriots almost pulled it off against the Rams. Fell short. Drake May, honestly, the Patriots, no matter how much you hate your team right now because of their losing efforts, you just gotta love that your quarterback is your bright future. Your quarterback is the future for you. Their quarterback is playing phenomenal with a team that has legit no receivers except Hunter Henry. And yeah, the Patriots, they're glad. They're glad about their quarterback. And I'm happy for them too. Hopefully not no Tom Brady situation there. That'd be tragic. That'd be tragic for the league, and oh my god. Don't want to live in a world with that. Taking on the Dolphins, which they kind of kept it close with the Raiders until the end. All that matters is getting the job done. Jonnu Smith, a lot of touchdowns from him. Jonnu Smith has been looking pretty good. Tyreek Hill had an alright game. And the Dolphins, they could be trying to come back here. They're coming back from some drought that they've had from the start of the season. Obviously looking very bad to start. Now looking a bit better. I'm going to definitely take the Dolphins here, though. In a really close game, I think Drake May is going to try to keep this game close. I don't think they're going to win it. I might be jumping on that Patriots train right now. But I like Drake May. I like the way he's playing right now. So give me the Dolphins. 26-23. And we'll go on to the next game here. You got the Buccaneers at Giants. The Buccaneers, they enjoyed themselves a little bye week. Obviously, before that, they lost to the 49ers, came up short. Couldn't take advantages of the missed field goals. And, yeah, Baker Mayfield. The good news for Baker Mayfield, I don't know, but I would believe Mike Evans is coming back. And that'd be a huge buff for that offense. And if they get him back, the offense could be more scary still. Could be a scary offense. Again. And I don't know. Who knows? If they make the postseason, maybe Chris Godwin can come back. But who knows? They're still in a interesting division, to say the least. And the Giants, they also enjoyed themselves another bye week. They probably wished every week was a bye week for them because they lost to Carolina in London in overtime in the dumbest way possible, and things are just going wrong in New York, and I don't think it's going to get better right now. So give me the Tampa Bay Buccaneers to win this game 24-13. We'll see how their offense looks. If they do have Mike Evans, if not, this is probably going to be an ugly game, but Buccaneers, they still have more. They got Baker Mayfield. I'm taking Baker Mayfield all day over Daniel Jones. I trust Baker more than Daniel, so there you guys go. Buccaneers win that one. Next game you got, okay, Cowboys at Commanders. Whew. The Cowboys. Cooper Rush, he threw over 300 yards, which is kind of crazy, but a lot of them is because the explosive play that happened in the first half against the Texans. I think it was the first half. Correct me if I'm wrong. I didn't watch that game because I was so frustrated what happened on Sunday night. We're gonna get there soon. Don't worry. We'll talk about that soon. And the Cowboys, their season's pretty much over. I mean, they're still trying to win, but yeah, their season's over. They have no quarterback. Trey Lance ain't even starting according to Jerry Jones. He's stupid. Might as well see what he's got in him. Cooper Rush is not good. And the Commanders, what was it? They played that Thursday night football game against the Eagles. Came up short by 8 points. Their receivers kind of dropped the ball all over the place. They just couldn't really find nobody. Jaden Daniels had a rough game. Had a lot of incompletions. But tough Eagles team, tough defense. They might be able to beat them next time. But we'll see. Gonna take the Commanders here, though, obviously. Not giving up on them yet. 34-14. They should be able to blow out the Dallas Cowboys here. Still have questions on the defense, but I also have more. I have more questions on the offense with the receiving core there, because I just still think it's mid, except for Terry McLaurin. If he throws it up for Terry McLaurin every play, I don't know. You might see a touchdown every drive. But yeah, that's that. Chiefs at Panthers is the next game. The next game, Chiefs and Panthers. Oh my god. Listen, if the Panthers win this game, I'm just I'll be shocked. Like, that'd be crazy. That'd be some crazy fall apart crap in Kansas City. But the Chiefs at Panthers, the Chiefs fell short against the Bills. It was destined to happen. They were winning too many of these games with how bad the receiving core has been without Pacheco and Rashee Rice. And Mahomes has played like Dookie Water all year, and they still found ways to win games every week. And the refs helped with like 5 of those games. But yeah, especially at the start of the season. But yeah, the Panthers, on the other hand, they enjoyed the bye week as they won against the Giants in London. So congratulations to you, Bryce Young. You got a win. You're going back home to probably get demolished from the Chiefs. Yeah, ain't no question here. I'm taking the Chiefs to win 38-6. This is probably going to be horrific unless the Panthers win this game. I'm rooting for you, Carolina. Please win this game. I will die if they win this game. I will literally die. I mean, no joke. I will literally. Next game, we got Titans at Texans. Oh, Jesus. Okay, the Titans, their season's over. Their offense is bad. Will Levis is bad. Everything's bad in Tennessee, and it's just bad. Everything in Tennessee is bad right now. At least they get to root for their college team, the Volunteers, but the Titans, though, they're a mess. I mean, it really, they can't put together a win. I mean, I just can't believe how bad they've been. Even with Ridley, it's kind of crazy, and Pollard, and you still got Boyd. They're not using Boyd. I don't know what's going on in Tennessee. Meanwhile, the Texans, they destroyed the Cowboys. Wasn't the prettiest win, of course, but I mean, a win is a win. Well, it kind of was a good win. 34-10, I'd take that every day, but you know, Nico Collins wasn't really much productive in that game, but we'll see what he does this week. That's the Titans. I'm sure he's gonna destroy the Titans by himself this time. So I'm gonna definitely take Texans to win. Maybe a high-scoring game here, 37-20. Texans win. I don't know. We'll see what happens there. Just an odd game. I just feel like that game's odd for a blowout for Houston, and then Titans also scoring at the same time. Very odd, huh? Next game, you get Broncos at Raiders. The Broncos, man, I've doubted them all season, and they're just making me regret it, man. They're making me regret it. The Broncos, they demolished the Falcons. Kirk Cousins didn't even look good against their defense. Defense played well. Bo Nix looking like a Rookie of the Year candidate now. He's also contending with Jaden Daniels now. It's kind of crazy. These rookies are playing really good this year. And it's kind of surprising. They're looking better than the 2021 quarterback draft right now. And that's facts. Like, really facts. Just with Bo Nix and Jaden Daniels combined. Not talking about the other ones. But yeah, the offense is starting to click a little bit. And all them Sean Payton fans, or haters, oof. Y'all looking really dim right now. And the Raiders, for the other hand, they kind of try to keep it competitive against the Dolphins. Brock Bowers is their offense, and that's it. So if they can contain Brock Bowers in this game, I'm definitely taking Denver. I'm sorry, Raiders. This has been a horrible season for you guys. Close game, though. Really, really close game. Broncos win off a game-winning field goal. I'm calling it. Taking the Broncos 20-19. I feel like these two teams always fight until it comes down to the end. And yeah, the Raiders nearly did that against the Dolphins. We'll see what they do against Broncos. Don't think they're going to beat the Broncos. I really think the Broncos are just going to come away with the win at the end and escape Vegas. Next game, you got 49ers at Packers. This could be game of the week right here. The 49ers, They lost to the Seahawks with Geno Smith running to the left for the game-winning touchdown. Defense came up really short, almost contained him. It felt like one of those Bengals-Seahawks games at the end. That one game where it was like 17-13, they were about to score and we stopped them. I miss having a defense. But anyways, yeah, the 49ers, they came up short and their season's kind of falling apart too. They're 5-5. Unexpected record, and it's just looking a bit messy. And the Packers, on the other hand, they escaped Chicago. I don't know how. They blocked the field goal. They blocked the game-winning field goal, and they got the game-winning blocked field goal, if that makes sense. And both these teams, they're looking... I mean, the Packers are trying to contend with the Lions, and the 49ers, they're just trying to stay within their division and try to win it and make a playoff spot still. However, the 49ers usually have the Packers number. And I see it, I just see it continuing here. I think this is where the 49ers get a little bit more on track. I got the 49ers winning in a low-scoring game here, 20-16. The Packers, I don't think their defense is going to let what happened last week. Or I'm talking about the Niners here. Don't think their defense is going to let a rushing touchdown to end the game again. So I'm going to take the 49ers. Prove me wrong. Or don't prove me wrong, but please win. I went terrible. I went 7-7 for picks last week. I mean, that's tragic. That's tragic. But next game, you got Cardinals at Seahawks. Ooh, could be another game of the week. Cardinals. They had a bye week. And then they demolished the Jets before that. Yeah, the Cardinals are a good football team. Their offense is clicking. Kyler Murray's getting everything together. And honestly, Cardinals are doing something here in Arizona. They're doing something. Meanwhile, the Seahawks, their offense looked a little bit bad until the end where Geno Smith had an unexpected rushing touchdown to end the game and win the game in San Francisco. And yeah, I bet Seahawks fans love that win in San Francisco since they haven't really got one in a while there. And yeah, it's kind of crazy. And the Seahawks, these teams, it's back and forth battles. I'm going to take Seattle to take the lead over the Cardinals here. I mean, it's just a division thing. High scoring game, 30-27. I think it's going to be really close. I just feel like the Seahawks, I feel like they're just going to sneak something here. I feel like they're trying to do something now. Like they always do at the end, and then they fall short. Which will probably happen here, because their whole division is a dogfight. So yeah. Seahawks win 30-27. Next game, you got Eagles at Rams. The Eagles, they beat the Commanders. They looked really ugly in the first half, not going to lie. And then the second half, Saquon Barkley just turned into a demon. And he ended that game himself. And the Eagles, they're kind of coming together a little bit here. Obviously, their offense, it's been clicking. The passing game is what I'm worried about, though. Obviously, A.J. Brown's good, but they struggled a little bit against the Washington Commanders defense. And then they really got clicking. But other than that, a lot of it, too, was a lot of Jake Elliott missed field goals. Just got to learn how to capitalize on that more. And I think he missed 2. So did McPherson. We lost, and they won. So, sorry. I just can't get over it. But, it's a Cincinnati thing. But, yeah, the Eagles, they got the win. The Rams, on the other hand, they got lucky against the Patriots. Cooper Kupp and Nakua is one of the best duos out there. Really is. They're great receivers. Cooper Kupp still doing it at his age. And this is a really tough game to predict. And honestly, hate me for it, high-scoring game for Sunday Night Football. I got the Rams winning 34-31. I feel like if Nakua and Cooper Kupp do the same thing they did against Patriots, I think this could be... And the Eagles have shown a little bit of being a little bit fragile to these games, so taking the Rams 34-31. And then the last game, you got Ravens at Chargers. The Ravens came up short against the Steelers. They had a lot of turnovers. Lamar Jackson did not have a good game. And yeah, that Pittsburgh defense really showed up against the Ravens offense. And Derrick Henry really couldn't get going. And overall, a bad game for the Ravens. Meanwhile, the Chargers, they took care of business against the Bengals. I'm going to cry. And yeah, our defense is just bad. And they got up. They won when it mattered the most, taking advantage over 2 missed field goals from McPherson. And yeah, the offense of the Chargers is starting to look a lot more better. Jim Harbaugh is actually really put together this team really nicely. This is another good night game, and that's surprising. Thursday night games are always trash, but Sunday night and Monday night has been cooking a little bit this year. So, this is a tough game to predict as well. The Ravens honestly need it more. They really do. And I'm going to take the Ravens to win this game. I just think Derrick Henry is going to be a little bit too much for that Chargers defense. Chargers defense got a little bit cooked in the second half against the Bengals offense, which the Bengals offense has been on fire all year. Their defense played good in the first half, but they played bad in the second half. They were lucky to win that game. Or were they not? Because our defense is also bad. So, yeah, they're taking the Ravens here, 28-23. And then the last thing we got is bye week teams we will not be talking about, which is the Falcons, Bengals, Bills, Jaguars, Saints, Jets. Whole bunch of bye week teams there. And that is the end of this video, guys. Make sure you guys like and subscribe. Turn on that bell to not miss any of my videos. And we will see you guys in the next video. Peace out.